My life on the X list.
Hey there, what's up YouTube? It's me, the Diva X, and it is November 2nd, 2013, and it is 10:57, just a little before 11, and just 10:57, just a little before 11, yes. So here we are again, and it is finally over. Halloween is over, praise the Lord. Halloween is always a fun time, but always a stressful time, especially when your show lands on Halloween, which was this is the first year that that's ever happened to us, and so it just kind of became a big undertaking at some point, and it happened, and it went, it went, and that's what's important. It went well, I think. Um, Again, not having any expectations, you kind of gauge it, and it went better than expected as far as the night goes, and then the show kind of followed suit. We got our corridors got overtaken by the crowd, which is fine, and so we made do with what we had. It was just super hot, and people, we just got to kind of push through, and that's the thing that people don't see, and the behind the stage stuff that all of us crammed into a little area. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and that's what's worth it, and that's what makes it all worth it. And so yeah, thank God it's over. Until next year, now we're giving up for the Christmas show. We have some other shows planned going on all next month, or I guess this month now, because now it's the second. So excited about that, and some good stuff coming up. And then, of course, I'm already kind of, like I said, I think a couple videos back, I'm already starting working on the anniversary show. It's just a vicious cycle, as they say. So yeah. What's going on? So I don't know if you guys heard today, but Lady Gaga's album Artpop officially leaked today. It's been like the flurry, and on Facebook I've seen everyone and their mama talking about it. Me too. There's some highlights. As much as I anticipated not liking the album, I really do like the album. I've heard it a few times. And it's Gaga. I mean, really, it's kind of like I think I've said this before, even with the Born This Way album, which is my least favorite album, I should say, at this point. It just kind of, she can really do no wrong. Although it may not be like the stuff we will listen to every day, it's definitely good. It's a good piece of work, and it's good. And so I'm excited about that. What else am I excited about? I'm excited to be feeling better physically. I had been sick with a cold flu, something rather. I don't even know really what it was. But now I'm just congested, and again, I'm still just trying to get that stuff out, which is not coming out easily. It seems like every night it just becomes more and more. And even though I'm taking medicine, it just continues to get worse. Not worse, but it just is not going away. So I feel like I'm on the home stretch of that. Tuesday of last week was super, super bad, and of course that was this Monday and Tuesday we were doing like prep work for Halloween show, and it just became like, it felt like worse because of what I was, it was just the stress and the pressure and everything, but you just got to push through it, and so now I just feel like congestion, and like it's just like, yeah. So what have I been? I feel like I don't know what's going on. I feel like I mentioned the last couple videos. I hate referencing old videos, but anyways, if you haven't seen it, then go check it out. But one of my past videos, I mentioned having to have a hard conversation with someone, and I've had that conversation Friday night, and it went relatively well. It went better than I anticipated it going, and so I feel like everything. Well, not everything now. I feel like something else is built up in a different realm of my life. And so it's just like constant, like, you know what I mean? My thing right now, well, not even one thing, it's a few things. And this is the kind of the topic of discussion that I wanted to lead today, or I just say discussion as if I'm having a conversation with someone. But the topic of this video is just, I feel like I am one of those people who will go out of my way to help please people or do things for people, and I feel like people do that for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say they don't, but I feel like I continuously do things that are just like the best interest of for a lot of people, or the best thing that I feel like is for the bigger, better picture. And then something doesn't go according to plans, or if you think you're doing something that's better for something and then it's not the best for something else, then it's like the whole world ends. And I take it back to Beyonce's song on her first album, The First Time I Said Yes. It's like I've never said no. And I feel like every single time that I like put my best, or in certain cases, not every single time, in certain instances when I try to do the best thing, or I try to put my best intention, and then it doesn't work out, or it's not what someone or something anticipates, it's like the end of the world. And I feel crappy about it because of course, again, I am one of those people pleasers. I want people to be happy. And there's so many people that I really have to kind of please, as far as like make things happen for, or there's a lot of people counting on me from in different aspects of my life. And so, when you can't do everything, it's like, okay. And I've learned that by no means am I saying that I've never put pressure on people to do things that I want them to do, by no means. But I feel like the severity of kind of when and I feel like I've grown from that, because I've that's been brought to my attention that I used to do those things, and I feel like I've grown from that. And I feel like now that I have maybe not done that much recently, I feel like I see that being done to me, and it's like I do what I can do. I do the best I can do. I'm not here for all the other stuff. I just want to do what I need to do, and what I can do, what I physically, in my ability, can do. And people, I think people, those expectations, see, oh, well, you can do this and you can do that. Well, you think I can do those. You think I can do that. You think I can do this. But really, I have other things I have to do too, or I have other interests and other intentions by doing this thing or that thing or the next thing. And it's not. I try to do what's in the best interest for a lot of things, or as it pertains to, or what it pertains to. But sometimes in doing one thing here, it affects one thing someplace else. And although you look at the lesser of the two, you kind of got to go with the rational thinking of it. And I feel like it's exhausting. It's very exhausting. And I just kind of, I don't know. I feel like I do my best as much as I can. And then sometimes it just feels like your best isn't enough. And it's constant. Well, what else, or what's next, or what's, and I don't know what else I can do. I do the best that I can in most situations, the best, not that I can, but maybe the best to my ability or capacity, because I am a good multitasker. But I feel like when I'm already juggling 100 things, I don't know that I can do 101. And it's great to be a multitasker, but if you can't, at some point you have to stop taking on tasks, or when you're thinking about 15 things and someone thinks this one other thing, and it's just like, one more thing, and it's just, sometimes it's just better to say I can't or I'm not. That way it's just very cut and dry. And I feel also when you state your intention, like, okay, this is what's going to happen, this is how it's going to go down, this is what I need to happen, and then it's kind of disregarded, then it's kind of like, okay, well, I stated what I can and can't do, and we can't work within those parameters, so moving right along. I'm over arguing with people. I'm just kind of like, why is this a thing? Why is a thing Yonla style? Like, why does this have to be the thing right now? And I feel like it's just exhausting. It's exhausting, emotionally exhausting, mentally exhausting. And so I feel like that's another reason why I haven't gotten sick, because why I haven't gotten better from being sick. Because it's just like the struggle is real, people. But yeah, I feel Good. I feel good other than being sick. Life. So yeah, that's me. That's what I'm going through. It is what it is. That's life. And I don't know. I guess I've said it on these videos before, many a times, all the way through my videos, is that you can't please everyone. Even though as hard as you may try, you just can't. And I sometimes forget that, and I feel like, just as much as that one thing that people dwell on that you couldn't do or didn't do right or whatever, I dwell on that as, even though I have 15 other million, not to say million, but I have everyone else telling me what a great thing or what a great opportunity or what a great situation or what a great everything. It's that one negative thing that just sticks in your head. So, I mean, just as humans, we have that tendency, and it's like, okay, well, everything else that's good, everything else that's great, kind of just disappears, and that's, again, back to those expectations, and we lose focus of what the good stuff is. And even though I try to focus, even though I try to focus on the good things and the positive side of things, it's still that one thing that sits in the back of your head and nags at you, like, how do you either get over it? How do you make that better? Or what do you have to do? What kind of, I don't know. It's just to me, it's I'm that type of person where I don't want anyone upset. I don't want anyone hurt or bothered, or it's just kind of into that one thing, and it nags and it nags. So I don't know. I will eventually grow from that and get my life. So we'll see. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. My confessional for the day. Yeah. P.S. Okay, so it's 12. I have 12 minutes of recording. I'm totally addicted to Breaking Bad. I barely started watching it after the show ended airing on television, and I was recommended to watch it by a large amount of people, and I did. I started watching it probably 3 weeks ago. I'm already on season 4, in the middle of season 4, actually towards the end of season 4 now. I've been trying to do a marathon as much as I can, but again, there's life calls, and so, but I've been trying, I take my iPad with me whenever I have a little bit of moment of time. I watch a little bit more and watch a little bit more. So now I am addicted to that show. Unfortunately, I know it's only 5 seasons, so I'm almost done with that show as well. But if you haven't checked it out and you don't have any tendencies to use or have no addictive qualities around the subject matter of methamphetamines, I suggest you watch it because it's very good. If you do have those qualities, I suggest you don't watch it because it's very real, and it's very in your face, and it's very not a good thing if you're feeling weak or if you're having emotionally. It's just not a good thing if you have those tendencies. So that's my warning. That's how I preface it to my friends that I recommend it to who have those things. I again. Pick and choose your battles, I always say, but that show is really, really good. So yeah. Yes, I will end this video now because I think I said enough. So hallelujah! Thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, share, comment, and just thanks for listening. Thanks. Okay.